In this video, I want to share with you guys some things that you can do on the range to help you get warmed up for either your practice session or for your round. These are things that you can do on the range with just your golf bag and maybe a band or two that I hope you might have in your golf bag. So we won't need so much for this one, but it is nice to really start with just a light band, something a little bit long. Maybe one is all you need. But the best thing I want to do, especially when it comes to warm up, and I want you guys to really listen to this and take this to heart. I'm about to go ask my body to go play a golf round for 4 hours and take approximately 10,000 to 15,000 steps, depending on how long the course is. I really need to take some time and get my body prepared to do that job. So our philosophy here with Golf Fitness Pros is that the swing starts from the ground up. Your body starts movement from the ground up. So that's also how I want to take you through your warm-up. So the first thing I want to do when you get to the range, you're going to get ready for practice or for a round. You're going to start with your feet and really stay conscious of your feet. So I'm not going to do too much. The first thing I want to give you guys, you're just going to take a band, okay? I'm going to take that band and I'm going to hold it maybe middle way. My palms are going to be facing up. I'm going to be very, very active in my feet. That's my toes, trying to grab the mat, rotating my knees out so I can feel the back side of my legs and my glutes. I'm going to take that band up to 90 degrees. I'm just going to do a few reps here. I like to do maybe 2 sets of 10, 2 sets of 12, depending on how you feel that day. You don't have to move very much. We just want to really make sure those shoulders stay back, my elbows stay pinned to my side, and I use that band to stretch those things out. From here, I take a nice golf stance. From there, shoulders go back, elbows pinned in, trying to keep those shoulders in and go there. Really, really trying to stay active in your feet. Okay? So from there, I'll set my band down. I'm going to grab just a long club. Could be a long iron, it could be a driver. You just want to give you something with a little bit of help for stability, okay? So I'm going to set my club down there. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to step back and rotate in to my forward side. And here, the big thing I want you guys to think about is making sure those feet stay active, but really rotating into that hip before you come down. And when I come down, I'm going to make sure my knee stays close to my foot. And maybe the club's not necessary for some of you, but if you need that extra stability, feel free to use it. Okay? Of course, I'll do the other side. Rotating into that lead side. Really making sure my hips turn, my shoulders and my chest turn. Trying to get into that hip, into that glute. Okay, I'll show you guys from the side. From here, I'm just going to step back and rotate in, come down. And for a little bit more of an advanced warm-up, if you really, really want to get things going, I would come down and I would stay here and I would just hang out isometrically, holding this position, keeping my knee off of the floor. Again, use support if you need it. If you don't need it, that's fine. Just going to hang out here for 10, 15 seconds. I'm going to come up, and I'll go to the other side. Trying to make sure those feet stay active. Perfect. Great. From there, you should have a good feeling in your lower body. Let's kind of connect your lower body to your upper body. So you're going to take that club. Doesn't matter if you're left-handed, right-handed golfer. One hand will be fixed and not move. The other hand is going to slide on the shaft, okay? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take a big turn and get my hands as far away from each other as I can and turn as much as I can, keeping my feet anchored and just hang out and breathe. I'll try to stay here for 3 to 5 seconds. I'll come back down. Trying to get my hands as far away from possible. Actively trying to pull that club apart. After I do a few on that side, I'll just switch hands. Now my other hand is fixed. My left hand will slide. Big, big, big turn. Holding. Come back down. We'll do a few there as well. Really taking your time. Don't rush this motion. It will be hard for some of you. Maybe you don't have as much mobility as I have, and that's okay. It isn't about how much you move here, but more importantly, how active is that motion, okay? So if I have a limited mobility and maybe my hips or my spine, totally fine. I just won't turn as much, okay? So I just want to make sure I stay active, really trying to use my feet, grip that mat or the carpet, whatever you're standing on, and come back down. Perfect. All right, that's kind of a full body exercise. Now we need to really do something that's going to get your upper body and your shoulders feeling really good. This is also where a band comes in really handy. I like to take a shorter band, quite light as well, nothing that's too strenuous. Again, I'm going to be in my golf stance. I want to spend as much time there in this warm-up as I can. My feet staying active, my knees staying slightly rotated out. From here, my hands are going to come out, palms facing up. Going to make a little bit of tension there. I'm going to hold that tension, and I'm going to go straight up as high as I can with my hands, keeping those elbows absolutely straight, trying to keep those palms facing forward. That's kind of the hardest part about this. And I'll maybe do 2 sets of 10 to 12 with these. Okay, I'll show you guys from the side. Again, nice active stance. Golf stance from here. Active feet, knees slightly out, chest up, band tight, elbows straight, and up we go. Perfect. All right, that should give you a great feeling, especially in your legs, since we've worked them already, but really start to connect your upper body and your shoulders to your swing from the ground up. All right, so from here, I want to make sure my wrist and my elbows are activated and ready to go. So I'll take that same band. Now my palms are going to face each other. I'm going to put my elbows by my side. Again, very active golf stance. And one hand is going to go down and hold. I'll do the same thing on the other side. My palms rotating down as I press down. Great to get maybe 1 or 2 sets of 10 on each side. I'll go to the side so you guys can see this. Palms facing, active stance. Really, really trying to straighten out that elbow as much as I can. Alternating sides. Perfect. At the same time, we have this band in place. Let's go ahead and get our biceps and our rotators warmed up as well. So now I'm going to take my hands, keeping them facing together. We'll just do the opposite. I'm going to try to come up and touch my shoulder and hold it for 3 to 5 seconds. Then we'll do the other side. Perfect. Show you guys from the side. Again, active stance, active feet. Yes, I'm ready. Trying to get my hand to touch my shoulder. Perfect. All right, so we've got your feet and your legs warmed up. We've got your spine, T-spine mobile, warmed up and ready to go. Now we've got our arm and wrist rotators ready to go. The last thing I really want to do is make sure my neck feels okay. All right, so for this, we don't have to really do too much. We don't need much equipment. But what I want to do is take a golf stance with my hands together. Before I move anything else, active feet again. I'm going to turn my head as much as I can in one direction. Then I'm going to turn my arms against that direction. And I'm just going to stay here 3 to 5 seconds, and I'll come back. Perfect. And then we'll do the other side. I'll show you guys from the side here. From here, I'm going to turn to my right, arms move to my left, keeping those elbows straight. Then, of course, we'll do the other side. Perfect. And it's not uncommon, guys, to have a little bit of limitation on one side compared to the other. Totally normal, especially if we swing so much from one side. But it does give you a great opportunity to kind of work on some of that imbalance. So give those exercises a try. Nice and simple. Takes maybe 4 or 5 minutes on the range. You'll be ready to go. Better practice session, better round of golf.